Battlefield 6 sniping is really hard with the controller. But what if I told you it's actually not as difficult as you think? And what if I told you that you don't have to go through any of those god-awful settings menus in order to get better at sniping almost immediately? Today I'm going to show you how to get a much more consistent shot with a sniper rifle in Battlefield 6 while using a controller. For reference, I'm using a PS4 controller on PC, but realistically any controller will do. I'm going into the firing range with the Mini Scout sniper rifle. Now keep in mind all of my settings are practically set to default. The only things that really change is my infantry aim sensitivity to my preference, my coefficients down to 0, and my response curve to be a 5, since it seems like a popular one to use, so I just went with it. Other than that, everything else is default. Getting better at sniping with the controller in this game really only takes just a bit of knowledge about the game's mechanics in regards to movement and aiming. If you're not aware, guns have bloom in this game, which means that every time you hold down the trigger, your bullets will go in random directions up to a certain point. This is why a lot of people recommend to tap fire at range with regular guns, because then the bloom pattern will reset every time you let go of the trigger. You could think of it like hip firing, where the bullets will go anywhere within the crosshair. However, the bloom pattern changes depending on what you're actively doing. If you're moving, the crosshairs will get bigger. If you crouch, it will get smaller. If you jump, that will also have an effect on your bloom. Sniper rifles also have this effect, and they become catastrophically bad if you're taking shots while you're moving. To demonstrate this, I'm going to shoot all 5 targets one at a time and try to go for the head while I'm strafing at the same time. Now, as you can see, my shots are very inconsistent. Sometimes I'm just getting body shots, sometimes I'm missing my targets completely. If you pay attention to the crosshair while ADS, watch what happens when I move back and forth. The optic moves around a bunch, and this effect happens even when I'm holding my breath. Now watch what happens when I stand completely still while aiming for the head. Almost every single time I'm getting consistent headshots, which is the only reliable way to get one-shot kills in BF6, besides shooting in a sniper's sweet spot range. You'll also notice that if you move your crosshair around with your right stick, the optic doesn't move around like it does while you're strafing. So how do you actually put this knowledge into practice? All you have to do is that when you're taking a shot, stand still and hold your breath. Let's set some expectations though. You just cannot do any of the insane omni movement tech with a sniper like in Call of Duty. Don't immediately try to clear everyone out of the room while running straight into an engagement. Take it slow, think about what it is that you're actually doing. And that's pretty much it. I know a lot of this video is just draw the rest of the owl, but that's realistically what it boils down to. Even as I started making adjustments to my sniping playstyle, I definitely noticed a difference in results, but I still had some practice to put in. But it didn't take long for me to start racking up the same high KD matches that I could do with red guns. Have some patience and just keep at it. That's about it. Hope this helped you out.